Testing. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, featuring today a 1 versus 1 on Angoville. Yes, indeed, the fields of Angoville is where this shall be taking place. It's going to be quite a fight, a bit over an hour long, so I will be trying to speed up here and there to sort of, ensure it doesn't become fully tedious in some places. So, we shall be watching WMDTommy fighting in the lower half of the map. WMDTommy fighting for the 1st SS Panzer Division Leibstandarte. Opposing him shall be WMDSandland fighting for the Americans, fighting for the 1st American Armored Division. Start out for him by the looks of it. No, never mind. He's actually going for the 3 engineer start. And he's actually not even finishing the barracks first. He's sending 1 engineer out afterwards. So, interesting. Standard start though from Tommy. Full screen squad on the way, spreading out right hand side, and of course Angoville. Perhaps not the funniest map for the Wehrmacht. There's a lot of cut-off points, and certainly this point right here makes it a bit harder to sort of hold a continuous front line along these 2 parts of the map, because right around here again there's going to be a lot of opportunities to sort of really attack and be a pain in the arse. So basically this is not perhaps the best map to play Wehrmacht on. Point there being secure, though, going for the fuel point. In fact, pretty aggressive rush right there from Sandland. And of course, he's going to use his 3 engineers initially to sort of secure as much as the map as possible, taking as many points as possible, and of course, ensuring he's got as many resources as possible, and sort of initially against Tommy, who's at the same time with his first full squad wiring off this area so they can't rush straight into this building and cause him some harm as they harass his cutoff point right here, which also rather indicates initially Tommy will be focusing on the right hand side of the map, on the right hand side compartment. Second squad of infantry coming out for Tommy, squad of riflemen out for Sandland, already securing several high munitions points within the first few minutes. That could easily go into some early mines or flamethrowers for him. We'll of course have to see how that one is going to work out. Rushing straight immediately in there. Sandbags first time to provide some protection. Going for the fuel. Fulskers will need to move up at the same time. Sandland seeing the weakness, moving in and going to go for the cut-off point. Founding here by the fuel point. Fulskers moving up. Pioneers already in trouble, already heavily damaged by the rifle, go down. Pioneers forced away. Can the Fulskers win this engagement now with the engineers there to provide machine gun or submachine gun fire support? But there we go, down to 3 riflemen there, still the engineers, but the Fulskers could perhaps win this, but there's a jeep on the way. And the second squad of Fulskers is yet to actually still appear. In fact, he's on the left-hand side, leaving these Fulskers on their own. They seem to be slightly winning against the riflemen, but there's a jeep now arriving from Sandland. Rifle squad pushed off, leaving behind only the jeep. But at the same time, Sandland has been able to cut off the high munitions from Tommy. And securing up here, looks like some engineers were badly beaten up. Another engineer squad moving in to try and win the fight here as the jeep continues to be a nuisance unlike any other to Tommy's infantry. Down to half health for that jeep though, but the Fulskers are in a definitely worse off condition, and the jeep has actually scored 3 kills, and the engineers even got a kill. This could actually be a lost squad for Tommy within the first few minutes. That would be devastating. Pioneers moving up, Engie taking up position in the house to cover all of this. Bloody damn close right there for Tommy. A Fulsker squad lost that early on would have been devastating. Mines going down there to protect the western fuel point. Not a bad move. Could be that Tommy might decide to actually go for the cut-off point up northwest pretty early on. Can happen, although we wouldn't have much to cover it, which would ultimately raise the question if it's worth it. But we do see the jeep moving up here, has already been repaired. Mines going down there, lovely job by Sandland. Jeep moving ahead, speeds right past the Fulskers, going towards the west. Rifle moving up, and they're going to rush straight into the mine, unawares what's going to be waiting for them there, and there we go. Oh, none of them killed. Heavily wounded though, and pinned, but no one dead. So that's a bit to the advantage of Sandland right there. A sniper on the way, so looks like the 2 Fulskers MG sniper start. I'm not entirely sure if it's worth it for a map like Angoville in particular when he's trying to really hold this much territory. It rather means what few units he will have will be rather spread out, and the thing with this strategy is it's not about holding territory, it's about doing as much damage as you can to your opponent. So I mean, considering the way he's sort of going for things initially, and this sort of build order he's going for initially again, it's not necessarily looking very optimal, and it could rather come to bite him in the arse. Minesweeper spotting mines. Terror Doctrine has actually been chosen. Seal shall now inspire his troops to keep fighting as they lose men and then fight harder. Kriegbags on the way, but already we're also seeing the supply ad going up for Sandland. So clearly both are sort of, you know, knowing what the other one's going for, and they're prepared. Well, at least Tommy's figured out what Sandland's going for. If Sandland knew that if Tommy was going for the Kriegbags, he might actually go for something else than a motor pool. Jeep moving up. Heavy fighting for the cut off. MG could try and cover up here a bit better, I think. I think it's a bit too far removed to really aid the fighting up here. Minor engagement going up here by the rear entrance to the right compartment. Getting pushed away there, though. Sandbags providing a bit of nice cover. Rifleman moving up. Pioneers trying to take the munitions point. Still no cover from any units down here. No sniper and MG. Not entirely sure why Tommy is being a bit too conservative there. I think he should be pulling up the MG, perhaps have the sniper support. In that case, he might have a slight chance. Instead, he ended up losing the Pioneers and the Minesweepers. Kriegbags going up and sending a lone squad of Volksgers all the way to the west. Infantry has been chosen by Sandland. It's the half-health Riflemen. Volksgers could, in fact, win this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be very, very careful. Because, again, Volksgrenadiers do not fare well in one-on-one fighting. Fuel being secured there. MG has actually moved a bit further. Motorpool is going up for Sandland. Keep engaging the Volksgrenadiers. Bit of light firing going on there. Bit of light firing going back. Krieg barracks almost done. Grenadier squad on the way. And Sandland going to be counter-attacking heavily in the west. Desperately trying to get the fuel, probably partly to deny just at least to Sandland as well. Should be careful, of course, there's a mine right behind them. There we go. The Americans are charging in. They get one engineer and they actually stop taking the fuel point to try and focus on the fighting, but they're simply going to get outmanned, outnumbered, outgunned. And there we go, Sandland just pushing in. And the Volksgrenadiers are simply overwhelmed again. They are not really meant for fighting on their own. And there we go, gone. Setting off a minor retreat down to one man. A Grenadier squad, though, has arrived for Tommy. He's going to need a pack soon. And that is what is on the way next. Sniper waiting here. Mine down there, that's good. But again, the left-hand side is quite vulnerable, quite exposed. One Grenadier squad sent in. SS Panzer Grenadier from the 1st Leibstandarte Panzer Division. Volksgrenadiers getting reinforced there, and Volksgrenadiers getting assaulted by Riflemen, who will have the advantage here. Oh, the Volksgrenadiers are pulling back. Sniper though opens up, gets one Rifleman, and there we go, full retreat from Sandland. Mining going down to protect the fuel point there. And the Grenadiers still manage to do some damage in the left, and armoured car out for Sandland, pack ready at the exact same time. And the Jeep here being a bit of a nuisance again. Armor car swiftly heading towards the right hand side, towards the east. Opening up on the Volksgrenadiers, not getting a kill on the first shot. The sergeant survives. The Feldwebel is tougher than that. But there we go. Machine gun fire from the armored car quickly takes him down. Another Volksgrenadier bites dust. Pack moving up. Four kills in the Jeep. Grenadiers taking heavy losses to the flamethrower as well. Volksgrenadiers here. Oh! Tommy might have forgotten about it. He might have been paying too much attention to the Grenadiers. And he lost. Oh, he lost the Grenadiers as well. He lost the Volksgrenadier squad and a Grenadier squad within the same few seconds. That's absolutely awful. Not good at all. And here's a slight problem in fighting from this area. I mean, there's very limited angles of fire, which means there's a much better chance for the armored car to basically play around with the Wehrmacht player. I mean, it's going to be very difficult to sort of protect your forces into this area without having to clear out all the hedgerows first.
I'm ready to close with the enemy.
Replacement Grenadiers on the way for Tommy. Rifle moving in again against these Volks Grenadiers on their own. Kampfkraft Center going up, and let's go look at Sandland, who's certainly enjoying a bit of an advantage at the moment. He's definitely got more infantry, more units overall, and he's got most of the territory as well, sort of. Actually looks rather evenly split, 50-50 for the larger part. There we go, pushing forwards. Air mines spotting Tommy's mines. Securing the left hand side. Grenadiers moving up. Pioneers pushed away. Engineers getting suppressed, taking losses. They did clear out the mine though. And there we go, armored car rushing in. But of course it can't just easily escape. I mean, it's just about getting behind the Bocage, and all of a sudden, you know, well, that's it. Grenadiers are advancing, but they are going to expose themselves. Armored car anti-tank, I mean, actually pulling up the Panzerabwehrkanone. Rifleman gets sniped by an angry sniper, and there's the Jeep is back on the right hand side. Grenadiers trying to get a few kills, but again the support units are not quite following up. Veterans from up, and Browning automatics up for Sandland. He's really going for the advantage. He's really pushing everything he can. Grenadiers on the hunt, but they do take losses to the armored car, which scores another kill.
We have a threat to our victory point.
And suppressive fire box down Tommy's advance on the left-hand side. He's lacking in infantry to really make any pushes anywhere. And now a weapon support center going up for Sandland. He's probably going to get a sniper to counter-snipe Tommy's, and then proceed to just kill some Krauts. There we go. Pack forwards enough. Gets off a great hit on the armored car, but nothing enough to destroy it. Quickly getting the pack out of there. Sniper waiting right here. Looks like he's sneaking up some pioneers to try and disconnect all of Sandland's left-hand resources.
Our front lines are collapsing.
Bit of a bold move. D moves up, spots the sniper. Sniper gets away. Pack has pulled far away. Tommy being rather conservative. He's being unsure himself, it seems. Unsure where the strike will be and how much force Sandland will apply. Veterans, two of those up for the infantry now. Volkswagen's holding out here behind some tilted over tree. And we're seeing more Grenadiers coming out for Tommy.
Sector being captured.
The fighting though continues over here as well as more riflemen arrive. Grenadiers are moving up with a Panzerschreck. And rather looks like Tommy is shifting towards the west to sort of try and break out there, make some progress. Rifleman gets splattered out with a Panzerschreck hitting his face. Sniper now out for Sandland. Jeep moving in, trying to get the pioneers. We do see the cutoff successful there, but for how long, of course. And veterans, he won for the Jeep as it kills one unfortunate pioneer. The Grenadiers continue forwards. Riflemen drop as they try to pull away.
Germans are seizing territory.
Sandland fires away, revealing his sniper to Tommy. Of course, it might have been intentional, it might not. Either way, though, the Grenadiers are certainly a bit of trouble. There's still the Jeep as well, so the sniper can't move too forwards either. And there's the Greyhound as well, rather quickly putting a stop to Tommy's advance. Jeep moves up. Getting very close to getting the victory point right there, and there we go. Grenadiers moving out again. Volkswagen snap, and there we go. Panzerfaust on the Jeep, but the Jeep is still standing. Panzerschrecks flying, and both actually connect to the armored car. If only had a Panzerfaust to actually hit that, he might have been able to get the armored car. It's a Greyhound. Doing his best to protect the fuel point. Trying to push up on the left-hand side. Again, sniper and support. One Grenadier squad really needs to consider getting out of there. They're down to 2 men.
taking one of our points.
Their overall combat effectiveness can be debated, and there we go. The Fulton's down to 1 man. All to retreat. Sandland going in with a large force, 2 squads of riflemen and a sniper. Panzergrenadiers blows 1 man up, sending him to the fields of Elysium. And there's in fact not a lot to really hold this up as the riflemen move in, probably hoping to uncover Tommy's sniper and finish him, or at least reveal him for the American sniper to kill. Grenade goes off on the rifleman. Oh, doesn't kill anyone. And there we go. Can Tommy get off the counter snipe? No, he doesn't. And the Grenadier retreats. Sturm Armory up in return for Tommy, hoping for something a bit more motorized or mechanized.
The Huns are
That
taking
could
the
work,
territory.
that could work. But Sandland is on the move everywhere, gaining territory left and right.
Grenades have arrived.
Mines going down again. Grenades now ready for Sandland.
Construction detail. Work is done here. No mercy.
And Pioneers pushed off. Absolutely not looking good for the Leibstandarte. Formed from the Führer's bodyguard of SS troops. Granted, several of his bodyguard units later in the war were also made into combat units and actually sent forwards. First as brigades and then later on actually made into full divisions. Those other units were basically the Führer Begleitbrigade and later Führer Begleitdivision, and the Führer Grenadier Brigade, later Führer Grenadier Division. So a little fun fact there. Rather than engaging, 2 Grenadier squad sniper in support, again hoping to get Sandland sniper with a shot through the eyeballs. Fulton's fighting here, Pack sneaking up, MG not really able to help, I think. And the Greyhound though quickly pulls away, knowing that what's happening here, of course, is nice handling there by Sandland, of course, predicting Tommy's movement, and again Tommy being a bit too conservative with this pack.
Our front lines.
Heavy armored car rolls up, mine goes off there, actually set off by the engineers, Sandland predicting it, and using the flamethrower to cook it off. And cutting the wire here, which is actually why some players actually prefer to lay down tank traps there. It can actually block it off if you place it at the right spot. And it can't be cut by engineers, in fact would require demo charge. MG gets sniped. Armor car doing what it can to deal with those pesky engineers. Smaller force up here. Certainly combat ready.
Hey, Sarge, you maggots want to live forever? Just listen to that engine.
And there we go, armor car takes a direct hit. Very close to death.
Losing a fuel sector.
Grenadiers hit a
Artillery
mine.
support on the horn.
Sniper and rifleman lining up for an assault again. Jeep with 5 kills. Mine goes off here by the engineers, killing 1, pinning the rest.
Being reported.
And a unit actually goes down for Sandland. Looks like it was an engineer squad, I think. Propaganda will rout, and he's getting closer to the King Tiger for Tommy. Grenadier gets sniped. The sniper's nowhere. And infantry. Artillery called in. Forcing away the MG, forcing away the pack. Blowing up the little wooden cart. Armor car though advances in. Takes a direct hit. Tommy decides to try and move the armored car, but instead exposes it to fire. And there we go. The crew is dead. Sandland removes Tommy's anti-tank assets. I mean, if he had at least one Puma, this heavy armored car upgraded with the 50mm gun, he might actually have a chance of hunting down the Greyhound and finishing it off. But he doesn't. And he can't, again, the pack right here was rather limited in effectiveness because, again, this rather blocked it. I mean, the pack would have been more effective on the left-hand side, but there was considerably less blocking its line of fire. And Sandland actually calls in artillery, a full 150 munition strike to knock out the pack. He's taking no bloody chances. And looks like the armor cars are moving. We see Tommy actually, Sandland going for the tank depot. Tommy might actually be able to spot it. He sees it. He even sees the engineers, but he pulls away. He does not try to perhaps delay the tank depot to cause harassment. And I think that's actually going to be a huge missed opportunity there by Tommy to really do some damage to Sandland and really throw him off his tracks. And he didn't even have sticky bombs. So he must have thought he had. And actually Sandland also lost Rifle score, but he must have thought that Sandland did have sticky bombs. Perhaps a bit again fainting with Rifle up here. Another Rifle squad on the way to replace the ones lost. Grenadiers moving up the right hand side. Top Sandland also advancing downwards.
They're going after one of our munitions points.
Strung now out for Tommy. Rifle making a rush for the house, going to take up a nice blocking position, making it rather difficult. Grenade though goes off, Steel Granate flies through the air. Oh, and it goes too high.
We're losing ground out there.
Fritz, an ever eager sportsman, got a bit too eager and threw it too far.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory.
But the riflemen do find themselves now besieged as an armored car, snipers, grenadiers, Panzergrenadiers, rifle shots just fly away at the house. One man goes down. Jeep in the north, riflemen forced away out of the house, out of the premises. Stu holds up things here. Second sniper out for Sandland, by the way. And it is returned to Tommy, who looks to have lost another Grenadier squad. Jeep finally goes down. That's a small victory there. But the rate of infantry losses that Tommy is suffering is not exactly good. And again, the Greyhound is a huge pain in the arse. And we see the first tank destroyer out for Sandland. The M10 Wolverine. I do believe it was based on the chassis of an earlier variant of the Sherman. Shots fired, killing one Grenadier. But Tommy, though, is holding about half the map, so at least he's making some progress, but he's having a bit of a problem really delivering some tough blows to Sandland. And getting that Greyhound must be driving Tommy mad. But advancing, pulling up, another Strug out. No veterancy for the assault guns, though, at the moment. Let's speed this up a bit, since there's nothing really happening, as both sides are lining up. There we go. Pushing up on the left-hand side, rifling a tank destroyer, and making an assault on the right-hand side, hoping to make progress somewhere. And the right-hand side is definitely the more... Oh, he got the sniper! His tank destroyer just crashed in, and he got a full grenade squad as well! That is just one evil tank destroyer. Sniper veterancy 2, Grenadiers getting down to half manpower size. Empty bunker up here to protect the western fuel point, but this is really looking terrible for Tommy on all sides. And the tank destroyer got away, by the way. It got away. And the Strug has one of its treads blown off. And another sticky bomb from Sandland. That could be the end of the Strug. No, destroyed engine, but there's another tank destroyer right. Oh, armor car caught in the middle of everything. Tank destroyer's moving up, and assault gun is down. I mean, that's just a huge set of losses within minutes for Tommy. I mean, he's looking to hope to perhaps, do a bit of damage to Sandland in return, getting one rifle squad on the retreat, but another one is arriving to save the day and block the path. Grenadiers continuing to get sniped over here. That one sniper getting crushed beneath the treads of the tank destroyer has really hurt Tommy. Now there's absolutely no chance of counter sniping, although so far he's not really had any successes. And he's only got one assault gun versus a Greyhound and a tank destroyer, both veterans 1, and he doesn't even have veterans 1 for his assault gun. This is not looking all too good. Another pack out, and this actually perplexes me a bit. He knows Sandland has 2 snipers out now, and I mean 2 snipers are just going to clear out that pack in seconds as soon as it fires. So I can't really say it's the best move. I think you should focus on getting more assault guns and getting some veterans before them. Grenade and... Oh, the MD crew forced out of the house.
Attention. The enemy advances.
And going for the right-hand side fuel point. Getting closer, though, to the King Tiger. 2 command points away.
What do you need?
MG, ready.
Grenadiers reinforcing a fresh sniper out for Tommy in the hopes of catching Sandland snipers. Small engagement over here. Oh, the tank destroyer runs straight into trouble as the tank destroyer unleashes his 3-inch gun on the armored car's less than sturdy chassis. Looks like it's trying to make an escape. Fighting going on here rather than trying to get one of the packs. The pack though makes it out of the armor car though, getting sticky bombed and immobilized. Very little health. Tank destroyer sees its chance to move in. Only thing that can save now is a Panzergrenadiers und die Pack. And there we go. Tank destroyer reveals itself just for a second. First shot is a dud. Panzergrenadiers misses, hits some wire stuff, and the armor car went down. And looks like the tank destroyer actually escapes. Another tank destroyer is broken through the wall in the hopes of surprising the Krauts, but takes a few shots in return and quickly gets out of there. Vicious fighting, vicious fighting, and heavy losses to the assault guns and armor cars of the 1st SS. Hopefully we'll be seeing some assault guns out soon or something. Might save the day a bit. Looks like he might be trying to clear a path there. And sniper fire, quickly dropping civil grenadiers. Oh, German sniper missed. He needs to get those grenadiers out there, otherwise they're going to get shot up. Strung doing what he can to contain the west, advanced by Sandland and the 1st Armoured.
Lines are broken. We have territory.
Rifleman pushed away.
Clear the breach and get ready to load.
And Grenadiers moving into the house right next to the Rifleman, perhaps in the hopes of... Oh, nice hit by the Panzergrenadier right there, and a shot from the other Grenadier. Quickly clears out 3 Riflemen. That was absolutely nice to see. Rather caused a lot of damage there to Sandland and forced away the Rifleman. Rifleman hitting a mine by the looks of it, taking some nasty losses. Another Strug out. Still no veterancy on the way for the assault guns. Or for the any other arm of that matter. Bit of a shame, bit of a shame.
The fucking assholes are using snipers.
Further sniper shenanigans. He's hoping to lure one out and perhaps catch them. Assault guns moving up. And then we go find his veterans one for the armor. Assault guns to armor cars are waiting. Pack trying to clear a path, well, line of fire basically, so it can't be so easily outmaneuvered. A Sherman arrives for Sandland on the left hand side of the map. And the MG crew, so faithfully sent over, is pushed away, and there's in fact absolutely nothing to stop the Sherman on the left hand side. He's moved all of his anti-tank assets towards the right-hand side in a desperate bid, I think, to sort of crush Sandland there in an armoured engagement. And meanwhile, his machine gun bunker, his Widerstand Nester, is getting blasted to bits. American snipers awfully close to the German ones. And calling in artillery on the assault guns. Oh, and he moves into it. Tommy retreats into the artillery. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And the sniper gets spotted. Main gun gets destroyed on the armor cars. Artillery hits it, but... And we do see one of the armor cars going down, but the assault gun's a bit in trouble. That was very close. And no, don't move in the armor damage one first. Don't move it in first. Oh dear, Tommy. And several hits actually connects with the tank destroyer, but pull the other one back. Pull it back. All miss. Every single unit misses. Christ. Tank destroyed, main gun destroyed, so close. And there we go, Panzergrenadiers knocks it out. for the Fatherland, pushes away the rifleman squad. Only one tank destroyer left. Veterans 2 though, but very little health left.
Sniper taking fire!
Very little health left. Pack just continues blasting away. And a Nebelwerfer has actually arrived now for Tommy.
We are losing ground.
But the assault guns are definitely going to need some repairs. Mine goes off there. Pinning and killing. Left, though, is currently lost for the Wehrmacht, for the Fatherland. And we're seeing another Stu coming out for Tommy. After that engagement, he might be feeling a bit more confident. Tommy constantly trying to draw out the American snipers, but he's never close enough to really do it in time. Instead, he just ends up feeding grenadiers. But he's not quite working out for him. Let's return to Sandland. Who's got off-map combat groups? He can call in rangers. Getting anti-tank guns now. In fact, several.
I have everything but a target.
Both sides waiting a bit. Let's speed this up a bit. And again, several sniper kills. Looks like, though, finally got one of the American snipers. About time, I would say, as well. Small engagement over here. Grenadiers grenading the rifleman. Sniper sniping away. Has to be careful he doesn't get hit by an anti-tank and MD-42 moving up.
Our forces are taking casualties.
But packs, Stooks, anti-tank guns, and other fun things. And there we go, looks like Tommy's going for it. But there's also several anti-tank guns moving up.
We are losing a fuel
And I
point.
do believe it might be time soon for the mid-game analysis. There's minor engagement going on here. The rifle get up pushed. End up pushing back with Grenadiers. Stuke does what he can, but it's definitely not going to be able to stop the rifle. Not without Veterans 2 and an MG. And there we go, sticky bomb. Rifle getting stopped by the MG-42 over here by the looks of things. Tank destroyers moving up, including the Veterans 2-1. And a King Tiger arrived, the Königstiger. And mid-game analysis. Currently, territorially, Tommy is not looking too well. Partly I think it might be due to some mistakes here and there, but also the opening round that is not really conducive towards holding a large part of the map, at least not a wide frontage like he tried to hold. Had he perhaps tried for this one, he might have had a better chance. Hard to say. But he suffered some losses, partly due to a bit unfortunate Stug usage, partly no veterancy. Armored cars, rather it failed in perhaps delaying the tank depot, got knocked out by tank destroyers. Sandland has suffered now, though the assault guns are out. And we have what could be a rather nasty engagement up here. Going to happen, several Shermans, so one Sherman tank destroys, anti-tank guns, riflemen versus Stooks, anti-tank gun, Nebelwerfer, and a King Tiger rhyming. With the King Tiger, though, Tommy has a really good chance of really knocking the stuffing out of Sandland and the first armored. Question is, will he actually achieve it? But at the same time, forces are being routed west to try and contain the efforts there and perhaps retake that part of the map. But rather, everything looks like to be setting up for a large engagement right here. And it could very well end up determining the entire game. So, let's get going. And there we go. Sandland moving it. Pack opening up. Stug opening up. Veteran did 2. Tank destroyer being the initial target. And there we go. Sniper opening up on the anti-tank gun crew. King Tiger arriving. Tank destroyer out of control. Sherman taking quite a few hits. Anti-tank guns firing away as well, providing nice covering. Oh, well, watch, fine there. We go anti-tank gun down. Stooks heavily damaged. King Tiger rolls in. Nebelwerfer needs to get firing on the anti-tank guns to keep them down, but it's not firing, it's not doing anything. Sherman out of control. Tank destroyers on the run. MG crew fighting heroically, but simply getting sniped. And the Nebelwerfer still not firing. And there we go, opening up on one of the anti-tank gun crews. King Tiger rolls out. Still nothing from the Nebelwerfer. Usually I do prefer getting in the control groups. I can easily call them in if necessary. King Tiger taking heavy damage, in fact, from the anti-tank guns. And here's the thing, an anti-tank gun in using armor-piercing rounds can actually do more damage than a King Tiger. There we go, Nebelwerfer fire. Going in on the anti-tank gun, getting the crew. Will Tommy push forwards with his King Tiger again? No, he's just content with knocking out the anti-tank guns. Strung not looking too well. MGD crew could be stolen by Sandland. Raven trying to go in for the kill on the sniper grenadiers, moving up. And an off-map combat group has arrived for Sandland, providing Rangers, Rifle and another tank destroyer. American sniper continues to kill off. Tank destroyer takes hit from the King Tiger and its high-velocity 88mm gun. Raven though getting blasted, and the Strug actually gets off a great hit on the Rangers, killing 2 outright. But both have suffered extensive damage. Perhaps it would be an idea for Tommy to consider a repair bunker. Would definitely also mean he wouldn't have to constantly pay attention to sending up pioneers as well. The King Tiger though continues to unleash death. Nebelwerfer could fire a bit away as well there. Grenadiers, snipers hanging about in the background, making advances on the left-hand side while Sandland is occupied with the right-hand side in its offense there. Recrewing an anti-tank gun right, and the King Tiger immediately kills the crew. High explosive round shatters their bones with fragments, possibly fragments of their comrades even. And the Nebelwerfer opens up, Rifle squad down to 1 man. So close to going down. Grenadiers, pioneers moving up. Rifle moving in, might try to get off a sticky bomb on the King Tiger. Blast from the King Tiger, though kills out 3. Strug goes down. Anti-tank gun scores a kill for the United States. Come on, Tommy, a repair bunker. You can afterwards get these 2 sandwiched, get yourself some more munitions.
Krauts have cut forward supply lines.
Really heavy losses on both sides, but Sandland seems to be getting the better out of this engagement. Partly due to the ability, of course, of Mac combat groups to just provide him with a fresh horde of troops to throw at his opponent, Soviet style. Again, I do think he should have had prepared a repair bunker. I mean, he tends to sort of be one of the things that tends to really pay off when you have a King Tiger. Or for any other matter, just a lot of armor. Of course, a medic bunker would also help, but that's a bit too late now. Sniper needs to be careful. And I think Sandland is waiting, there we go, for Tommy Sniper to make the move. A Strug being withdrawn from the left flank. Bunker number 2 going up there. He loves his MG bunkers, it seems, but not quite his repair bunkers. Range advancing, taking heavy losses. Down to 2 men, in fact. Trying to hunt down the sniper with bazookas. We could see a Rifle squad go down for Sandland right there. There we go. Rifle squad down. Ranger squad down. 2 infantry squads gone in the blink of an eye. Grenadiers here taking considerable losses. Grenadier squad moving up, hitting the flank with Browning automatic rifles in hand. A World War I weapon. Also, in fact, used by the Poles. And a BAR popped down there in front of the Grenadiers. They should take it immediately, and there we go. And Nebelwerfer scores a direct hit on the anti-tank gun, knocking out the crew completely. King Tiger, though not fully repaired, should be careful. And artillery going in, striking directly on the assault gun. Main gun destroyed. And there we go. Tommy has moved his tank destroyer too far ahead. And King Tiger, tank destroyers are moving in. Grenadiers need to get into the house. No, they're getting sniped and crushed. Tommy is getting murdered. And this looks like to be the end for the King Tiger. And he got an armoured car. I don't really think an armoured car was only needed. 1 tank destroyer down. There's still 2 to go. The Grenadiers are pushed away. Down to 2 men. Oh, those Panzergrenadier chaps had actually gotten a BAR, which means the Panzergrenadier is lost. And there we go, destroyed engine, completely ruined, wrecked.
Enemy unit down.
And the Stuke goes down. Not entirely sure what he's doing there. Seems a bit weird. And he's actually got himself a 30 caliber there.
Enemy unit.
And there we go, King Tiger down. Perhaps he was hoping to continually drain Tommy of resources, because I mean, as soon as the King Tiger dies, he gets all the manpower drainage stopped. So in that way, that could have been his plan. Who knows?
We're losing territory.
On the way, he got himself a veteran-free King Tiger. I mean, anti-tank gun with the King Tiger kill. Troops getting sniped. But there is very, very little left for Tommy. He could try and salvage all of this. Of course, get some ammunition for some Firestorms and V1 rockets. But overall, it looks a bit dubious. The King Tiger loss is pretty big matters. Stug needs to be careful not to move too far ahead, and there we go, already taking a full broadside from the tank destroyers. Grenadiers getting sniped. And a propaganda wall, trying to guess where the sniper is, does so correctly and gets him. Sniper quickly retreats though. Tank destroyer sets in for the hunt. Nothing to really stop it. Only a Stug with very little health left. And the anti-tank gun scores another kill, blowing up the assault gun as well. Leaving Tommy very short on a lot of things.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
And he's actually destroying the King Tiger wreck to ensure that he cannot salvage it for munitions. Jolly good job there. Nebelwerfer spotted by the tank destroyer, trying to get it out of there. Stug moving up. Another pack on the way, of course, with no snipers at the moment for Sandland. It should be a bit safer. But Sandland could get replacement snipers, and he does. Nebelwerfer taking casualties. Stug moving up, and the tank destroyer, the M10 Wolverine, clears out the Nebelwerfer. This Nebelwerfer, by the way, being the smallest of the Nebelwerfers. There were actually some that were considerably bigger. We're talking closer to 200 and 300 millimeter rockets. And there we go, the Nebelwerfer caught, knocked out. Sandland calling another artillery strike to deny Tommy vital weapon assets. Now looks like he will lose another Sturmgeschütz. Panzergrenadiers on the way for another Grenadier squad. And there we go. Gone. Like so many other assault guns. Running straight into the 30 caliber and then retreating. And so far, Sandland seems to rather be doing nothing on the left-hand side, giving actually Tommy a nice chance of getting some resources there. The question is, of course, to what purpose? Supply and upgrade up there, that's good. Another off-map combat group providing Sandland with mortars, riflemen, heavy machine guns, and another tank destroyer. He's definitely not lacking in tank destroyers. It looks like he's also stealing this anti-tank gun to add it to his arsenal. Armor car going to get pushed off. Pioneer spotted, and oh dear, this is looking dreadful. Damaged engine on the armored car. Heinz trying his best to speed away, but he simply can't. Not with the engine on fire. One more hit, and that is good night. Nope. It was not. The main gun destroys, takes the hit. One more hit, then there we go, out of control. Tommy preparing for an all-out assault on the right-hand side, getting more Grenadier squads, equipping them with more Panzergrenadiers. Looks like he's shifting fully towards infantry to help with the tank destroyers that way. Grenadier squad, lots of BARs popping into the house, dropping right down there on the rifle and getting several off. Good shots, could even clear out the entire squad with the BARs. And there we go, rifle squad down for Sandland. Other rifle squad also doing a bit awfully there. 30 caliber though continues to fire away and gets sniped. Mine goes off there, pinning and damaging the engine of a tank destroyer. Sniper pushed away. Panzergrenadiers pushing up, doing their best to clear out this entire mess. But will they succeed? Artillery called in on the Grenadiers. Tommy continues to move through it and takes several Grenadier losses and results in a full retreat. And Sandland ends up knocking out his own anti-tank gun. Bit blue on blue action there. Tommy salvaging, probably for usage for Panzergrenadiers. Another Grenadier squad on the way. He's going full out on those. Mortar blasting away at this 1MG bunker. Holding out valiantly. But for how long? Nasty hit there. 30 caliber there, MG42 there. Lots of machine guns which could be seized by Tommy in a bit to hold back the Americans. And Grenadiers can engage there. Might try to get the mortar. And there we go. The mortar crew is spotted. The MG is barely there in the bunker. 30 caliber though sets up to cover the mortar crew. Bunker goes down. And there we go, getting suppressed. Grenadiers advancing up here, getting sniped. And of course, one very easy counter to all of this from Sandland, basically just to get a lot of snipers and clear out the Grenadiers rather quickly that way. Mortar though does go down, but the 30 caliber forces away the Grenadiers. The Leibstandard is certainly running into some problems. The pack getting repaired. Nice move there. Some players do neglect to repair their anti-tank guns, which does mean they all of a sudden can get blown up. So nicely done there. Another Sherman rolling out to help deal with the Grenadiers. Tommy making slight progress. Again, he's certainly a fighter. Keeps pushing back at Sandland, certainly not going to make it easy for the 1st Armoured. Could be he could even make a comeback and win this fight. A pack on the way. Could work, could work. Only one sniper at the moment. Oh, sniper opens up. Will the German sniper get him? No. Quickly drops into a crater and crawls away. Then he's taking up position in a nearby house. Gets off a nice hit on the rear of the Sherman. And this MG needs to get away. And dies horrifically as a high explosive round impacts. Another Sherman out for Sandland, really adding in the armor now for the 1st Armoured. Pack out. And veterans are free now on the way for the infantry. Of course, another thing Tommy could try instead of going for veterans are free and a lot of Grenadiers and packs could be to go for a Panzer Command and get himself some Panthers. Perhaps that way he might actually be able to breach out of this and at the same time rather make it a bit harder for Sandland to just counter him with snipers, because currently he is rather setting up to be countered heavily by snipers. Grenadiers making progress there, but getting stopped by the 30 caliber and a Sherman. Tank destroyers crashing through the lines of Tommy. Pack firing away. Not fully repaired though, actually. In fact, it's a lot of repairs. Tank destroyers though, some of them take some heavy damage, others don't. There we go, veterans defeat the Grenadiers, giving them a considerable health bonus in their fight against the Yankee gangsters, the armies. A bit of quiet, forces everywhere. Wrecks of tank destroyers and other nut bits litter the battlefield. Mostly debris though, the remnants of these tanks. And there we go. Riflemen pushed away. The Grenadiers pushed forward with 3 BARs, by the way. Heavily equipped Grenadier squad. Quite high on automatic firepower. Sherman patrolling. Enjoying the weather. 5 Grenadier squads. That seems quite a bit there from Tommy. Needs to be careful. Let's go look at Sandland again. Rifleman versus Grenadier. Sniper though gets off a nice hit, killing one of the Grenadiers, possibly the squad leader. In fact, as we can see, his squad leader rifle lying dead on the ground behind his comrades. Grenadiers here fighting heroically. Grenades going off. Sherman pulling away as more of the offenwers move in. At the same time pushing up really nicely here. Only a pack to hold them at bay. Although looks like one of the tank trailers could go down for Sandland. Sniper trying to make way, and there we go. M10 Wolverines down. Sherman here not doing too well either. Getting peppered with Panzergrenadiers. Rifleman moving up against the Grenadiers. Another attempt for the cut-off. And there we go, the Rifleman squad is actually pushed away. Another sniper now on the way for Sandland. He's finally realised what's going on, and he needs snipers to deal with. At least that's one of the ways to do it. Of course, you could also get a lot more Shermans to try and basically blast them out of their holes.
Germans are seizing territory.
30 caliber though, nicely placed. Stops one of the Grenadier squads, gets a few kills there. But the Grenadiers actually make it past, partly by using light cover, and there we go. 30 caliber on the run.
After one of our munitions points.
And Grenadiers caught right in front of this as the Sherman moves up. It was actually quite common for them to sort of improvise additional armor for the Sherman, usually sandbags, but it could be other things they found. Perhaps they even just weld on extra armor plating in some cases. They rather felt exposed in the Shermans. There was some debate if this actually helped or actually made it easier for the Germans to actually damage it, as it rather in some cases negated the sloping effect of the armor. So there was some debate about this, and it ultimately, I believe, the order was to basically stop doing this thing with the sandbags. There was, I think, something similar going on with the Strungs, though, but that was actually about pouring in concrete, I think, in some places to basically, you know, toughen up the front. There we go, salvaging the M10, and let's speed this up a bit. Again, nothing much happening, although Sandland's got quite the force. Tommy also has, but it's a bit more exposed, a bit more squishy. A bit more foot-based. Sherman takes a bit of a nasty hit there. 2 snipers out. 3rd sniper on the way. He's definitely going to hard counter the Grenadiers now, to gun them down out in the open. Of course, veterans with 3 Grenadiers and veterans with 2 Grenadiers are very easy for snipers to hit. In fact, they hit every single goddamn time. So Tommy really needs to consider his strategy, because his Grenadiers are going to go down very quickly now if he's not careful. And we do finally see a response, a change in approach again from Tommy, going for the Panzer Command, the final building going up in the 11th hour, in 54 minutes, about there. Grenadiers advancing, full infantry assault moving out. A considerable Grenadier force. Grenadiers up here just getting murdered by the snipers. 1 sniper goes down. 30 caliber is up on the horde of Grenadiers as it advances, but a bit too late. But there we go, nonetheless suppressing, possibly even suppressing fire from the riflemen. Veterans 1 for 1 squad. Grenades going off, and the Grenadiers find themselves pushed away. At the same time, one had diverted to go for the victory, a strategic point there, hoping to deny Sandland precious resources. Pack exposed. And Sniper providing covering fire with 26 kills, by the way. Impressive. The Grenadiers doing what they can, and they succeed. They actually cut off Sandland from half the map.
Enemy unit down.
And Sniper gets a counter snipe on the German sniper. Panzer Command almost finished. Grenadiers reinforcing. 4 squads of Grenadiers. That's going to be quite expensive. Pack cleared out. Most of the map though going back to Sandland. But he has suffered a bit. And there we go. The Panzer Command is up for the first SS Panzer Division Leibstandarte. Might result in some additional panzers. A Panther would probably be a good bet now. He's definitely got the fuel for it, and considering he's not being forced a single Grenadier, he might even have the manpower for it. And a third sniper again. With the Panther, of course, and perhaps some more panzers. The snipers are now going to find themselves considerably less useful, which is definitely what Tommy wants. Of course, such hard shift can be useful, but the question is, of course, oh, V1 rocket going in. V1 rocket. I'm guessing here that's really the only place you can really see to do some damage. And Sandland, he's not moving fast enough. But he only gets 1 tank destroyer. I suppose that's better than nothing. And immediately, oh, he just gets 2 more tank destroyers and an armored car.
Enemy unit down.
And Grenadier squad was that pretty much executed right there. No, that was actually a Pioneer squad. Sent away on a brave little mission. And there we go, Panzerkampf Wagner 5. A brave attempt being committed right here by Tommy. Supporting it with most of his Grenadiers, his remaining infantry forces, and we're seeing Sandland pulling in for the full assault into the base, but going to get hit by a lot of Panzergrenadiers. This could actually go to the favour of Tommy. 1 tank destroyer vanishes in a plume of smoke and fire as rockets fly from every possible angle. And now Tommy is pushing back hard. He's got the Panther, he's got the Panzergrenadiers. But Sandland has the snipers. And victory points are very close from either player. Grenadiers pushing up through the centre. Panther hunting down an armoured car. Artillery going down on the Grenadier of the German infantry forces. Tommy though continues to fight. He might not have seen the smoke. It can happen. Mine goes off. Grenadiers taking heavy losses. Getting killed by the artillery. Panther moves in for a flank assault, but finds itself surrounded. In fact, it's finding itself considerably more difficult to get out of there than getting in. And the rest of the Grenadiers are nowhere to be seen to support this assault. Oh, snipers have to be careful. Oh dear, that was very close. The Panther could just have rolled all 3 of them. That would definitely have been hilarious, though. Grenadiers on the retreat. Panther heavily damaged. Grenadiers rushing forwards with the Panzergrenadiers. Main gun destroyed. Oh dear, the Panther's going to go down, isn't it? Or is it? Shot after shot bounces off the sloped 80mm armor of the Panther. And the Grenadiers make a push up here against the exposed anti-tank gun. The Browning automatic firing. There's a 4th one they could pick up. 4 BARs for 4 Grenadiers. There we go. That's definitely a lot of firepower. Sherman though arrives and ruins the party. But that Panther is definitely in a terrible condition, speeding things up a bit again. Tom is definitely going to be spending some time regrouping. Going for the victory points.
We have a threat to our victory point.
There we go, 1 hour match. Panther getting repaired. Miner fighting on the left side. So much armor, so many vehicles, so many tank destroyers, so many snipers. Panther getting repaired. He could get close to a Panzer IV if Tommy wants it. Would definitely be a thing to consider. Or just getting a second Panther. He would also have the manpower for that soon. Grenadiers fighting from behind wrecks and craters. 30 caliber though setting up. Sherman's taking a bit of the hits, and there we go. Snipers are arriving, causing a full retreat. But Tommy rushing in for every single victory point, getting very tense. Less than 100 victory points for Sandland, and Tommy just keeps on fighting. He keeps on just coming back from the brink of defeat. He is unstoppable. He is the Tommy Terminator. Oh, probably not. The Grenadiers are fighting, lobbing grenades at the riflemen. Almost getting the squad. Sherman rolls up 30 caliber, and the snipers again. Oh, never mind. Only one of the snipers actually.
The enemy advances.
Getting sniped though, getting blasted. Sherman gaining veterans 1, and he's upgunning them. He's really doing his best. No additional armor though on the way for Tommy. No Panzer IVs, no Panthers. Getting sniped and dropping one of the BARs. Down to one man. Run, Tommy, run. Rückzug. Verlassen die Stellung. The Sherman, the Grenadier runs as the armored car closes in. The Panther moves up with an awful lot of support, including a fresh sniper out from Tommy. Both snipers are there. Two of the snipers are there anyways for Sandland. Panther advances. There we go. Snipers on the retreat, but Tommy can't quite get them. Artillery getting called in on the advancing infantry force. Retreat, Tommy, retreat! Oh, that was close. That was close. Bit of a gamble right there by Sandland in the hopes of taking out the entire force. Did not pay off. Anti-tank gun cleared out. Riflemen on the retreat. Riflemen sneaking up behind the entire thing. Might go for the victory point right there.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Panzergrenadiers 4 on the way. Going for the cutoff point. Sandland needs to quickly get a punch together of quite the caliber. There is actually lacking several tank destroyers. He's got 2 Shermans and 1 tank destroyer left. Bit of infantry, but he's actually a bit in trouble perhaps. Getting 2 victory points again.
Pioneers have captured it. We hold it now.
Panzer IV almost ready, but he can't get out not unless it gets all of this reconnected. Pack still fighting in the service of the United States. Panther holding up nicely. Sherman moving up. There we go. Panzerkampfwagen 4 ready. And getting sniped again. Grenadiers advancing. Sniper nowhere near to be helped. Grenadier taking up position in the house. This Grenadier squad needs to retreat and succeeds, perhaps. Sherman here could go down. 1 Panzergrenadier rocket just needs to hit. Doesn't quite succeed. Panther under heavy fire. Pack getting decrewed.
We have lost a unit.
And a unit went down. Either Grenadier squad or some Pioneers. Hard to say, hard to say. But the armoured fist of the Fatherland moves up. The Panzer IV and the Panther, or Panzerkampfwagen 5, moves up. Riflemen getting blasted into the ground. An absolute cratered moon, a landscape. Tank destroyer sets up to flank, but gets spotted. And runs into an awful lot of Panzerschrecks. Oh, gets the sniper! He gets the sniper! He runs over the sniper, Sandland, that bastard! That's the second sniper! He crushed! The Yankee is kaput, but will it be enough? With those losses that suffer. And now Sandland locking down the victory point with his own machine gun emplacement. And if only Tommy could muster a firestorm, he could perhaps clear out this entire position. So close! So tense! An hour-long match, everything is on edge. Mind there, finally actually goes off. Knight's Cross almost getting ready as well. No further armor for Sandland.
They're losing territory.
If only he could salvage something for munitions. If just he could call in a firestorm, he could perhaps clear out the entire anti-tank gun line, possibly in getting a few snipers in the process. Speeding up a bit again. Now you go pulling it. Artillery getting called in. The Grenadiers, they need to get out of this. Not back into it. Get out of there, Tommy. No, Grenadier squad went down. Knight's Cross, the only thing carrying on. Panthers advancing. Anti-tank gun knocked out by Sandland's own artillery. Again. There's certainly a few repeats in this match. And they're not the good kind of repeats. Sherman moves ahead. And the Sherman is dead, but so is most of Tommy's infantry. And his armor is in a terrible condition. It can't fight on for much longer either. And he has no repair bunker to perhaps keep it running with.
Ready.
We are losing territory.
Pioneers ready for duty.
Pulling up, getting murdered. Knight's Cross squad is down. Tank destroyer. No, armored car actually moving up from the other side. Last victory point falling out of Tommy's grasp. His Grenadier squad with the 4 BARs dies. A hero's death. And there we go. Tommy and the 1st SS have failed in their mission. The 1st Armoured have pushed through. Both sides, though, that's pretty heavy losses. I mean, lots of tank destroyers, Shermans, assault guns, a King, Tiger, tons of infantry, many anti-tank guns, lots of snipers as well. I mean, lots and lots and lots of things getting murdered, crushed, or just outright destroyed. Certainly quite the fight there. And there you go, game over. This was rather close, rather to the edge from both players. And I mean, really close for Tommy to have won this. In the end, though, again, I'm not convinced the sort of start he went with was the right one in particular. Not the way he was sort of trying to hold the map, which was rather, you know, across sort of more wide frontage, not really where it sort of works. He should have had some armor up, veterans up for his armor a bit earlier. I think his Stug usage was a bit curious at times. Medic bunkers, repair bunkers would have benefited. In particular, the repair bunker was something sorely missed and might have helped that King Tiger stay alive a bit longer. And the Grenadier not scam, but I suppose some might consider it that as well, was a bit interesting, but ultimately faltered a bit, partly due to the artillery, but also due to the snipers. And I think he should have gone for the Panzer Command a bit earlier, and I had invested a bit more heavily in it, with some more Panzers in it, and he might have been able to grind it down Sandland a bit more properly and hold out to the last victory point to tick down in his favour. Sandland, though, definitely also played well, played aggressively, kept on the move. He could have done with the medic station. He also had a bit of, good fortune from the off-map combat groups, but ultimately it was also the fact that he used them well that rather paid off. Plus, he actually used Shermans quite well. He got the veterancy upgrades, lots of snipers as well, perhaps a bit too many, but also, supplied upgrades, medic stations, all the good stuff, mines, machine gun replacement. Really, we saw a lot of in this match. So much. So, hope you enjoyed this match. If you did, want to subscribe, tell your friends, or just share it. If you didn't, feel free to send in a replay of your own. Provide some feedback in the comments. What did you like? What didn't you like? What would you like to see? And, of course, what you've done yourself. But this is Imperial Dane saying cheers, and feel free to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links are in the description. Cheers.